Welcome back to Las Vegas. 200 laps complete. Next time around, that'll leave 67 to go. Carl Edwards over his Roush Fenway Ford teammate Matt Kenseth by 0.6 of a second. Dale Earnhardt Jr. There's a third place car, 1.6 off the lead. And Jeff Gordon, who was very strong early, has not been able to close back up. He's in fourth place, but he's 5 seconds back, just barely ahead of Kevin Harvick and Greg Biffle.
You know, Las Vegas is turning into typical Las Vegas. We've only got 67 laps to go. I'm hearing about a lot of these guys complaining about the cars not turning. I think we've got a lot of rubber down now. Plus, you look down in turn 1 and 2, it's shaded, and that's going to give it more grip and make the cars tighter too.
Yeah, you're going to be better in 1 and 2 with the shade, but then the sun is beaming down on 3 and 4, and got to keep an eye on turn 4 because that's been pretty much the trouble spot all week. Here's turn 1. See how shaded it is. That increases grip, and I said yesterday, I'll say it again, it's like walking across your driveway, walk across the shaded part barefooted, not too hot, walk across the part where it's sun shining on it, gets a little touchy.
Got a good battle shaping up for fifth here. Kevin Harvick, who was one of those cars that got 2 tires, trying to hold back Greg Biffle, who had pit stop trouble earlier. This is for fifth.
We talked about this several times earlier in the day. Greg Biffle, a 16 car, Greg Irwin, the crew chief, they just seem to have this car really good for the long haul, for the long run, and the long haul is getting shorter. 65 laps to go.
Oh yeah, the sand's about out of the old glass.
Only 3 cars in the garage. Tony Stewart after a hard crash, he is okay. Robbie Gordon also into the wall, and Patrick Carpentier, who spun into the inside wall. All drivers are okay. All 3 cars are done. Sam Hornish also hit the wall early, but he's back out on track and running. Here's Dick Berggren on the leader.
Well, every once in a while in baseball, you'll see somebody take a new position and another fellow will slip out of that spot and go someplace else. It's just happened with car number 99, Carl Edwards' car. The rear tire changer, Houston Stamper, who had started with this team at Daytona this year, has just been replaced by Kyle Lewis, who has come over from the 26th car.
Didn't have time to change the uniform, but he's got a new place along pit road.
Well, as I mentioned, we may only have one more pit stop. If we stay green, it'll come here in about 25 laps. So every pit stop's important, but if there's one that's more important than any of them, it's the last one.
Jack Roush has won 5 of the Cup races here. Rick Hendrick has won 4. We're talking car owners. And Chip Ganassi scored a victory with Sterling Marlin here in 2002. So Roush, Fenway, and Hendrick have pretty much dominated the proceedings here. And right now it's 2 Roush cars and 2 Hendrick cars and a 3rd Roush car. That's your top 5.
There you go.
To no surprise.
There's the cat in the hat, Jack Roush.
Who became famous with partner Wayne Gap as a drag racer for Ford in the 60s and 70s. A group of Ford engineers called the Thunderbolts would drag race on weekends, and Gap and Roush became quite famous. He turned his attention to road racing and then came to stock cars.
Well, he dominated road racing with those Mustangs. Holy cow, what they win, about 7 or 8 Daytona 24-hour races and a lot of wins. Hey Larry, how big is this track?
1.5, but I know the next question.
not the way Kyle's running it.
Yeah, he's only about 1.4.
Now he's probably drafting off his brother now, but look, there he goes.
He loves that apron down the front straightaway.
That's how you time trial here, is you run down below the white line and get the shortest possible lap. I guess he's found it works pretty good in the race too.
You know, he did it once. I thought, well, he just checking out, but he does it almost every lap, really.
Now, I don't think that Kurt Busch will race his brother hard here, because Kurt Busch in the 2 car, again, about 140 laps ago, he's 1 lap down from a pit road speeding penalty. Right now, if the caution comes, he would get the free pass.
Oh, somebody's got his groove that time. Robbie Gordon was in his groove.
So the Roush Fenway cars are 1-2. Hendrick Chevy. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 3rd. Matt?
Mike, 35-year-old Tony Eury Jr. has done a lot in his NASCAR career. After completing high school in 1991, He became the 6th employee at Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. He's won a couple then called Busch Series championships, a lot of big races, including Daytona 500. But last fall, he had to do something he's never done his entire life, and that's fill out a job application. Rick Hendrick made him go through the protocol. This is an actual Hendrick Motorsports job application. And on the back, he had to do something else, list a reference, and he put down his cousin, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Well, it's working out pretty good.
Needless to say, he got the job as crew chief for his cousin Dale Jr. Carl Edwards 1.5 seconds up on Matt Kenseth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 4 seconds off the lead. Jeff Gordon 6.6 back.
You're not going to believe the way this one is. Stay tuned for more NASCAR on Fox.